Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, good move. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over
at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Foles. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down. first down, a run with Cohen. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Foles. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Joe Mixon. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
This is Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mixon. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. On 2nd down, Burrow. He's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to come back to you. He's checking. Check.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Foles on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mixon with a first down carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Tariq Cohen.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Foles on target there to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
On the play. And it's third down.
The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The screen pass here to Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up
on second and 11 now. Foles. He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
For the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Back to Mixon on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw again on second down. Foles gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Again, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's fourth down.
For the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Carrier.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
On the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check it out. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, what's the ball?
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Burrow on third down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's the end of the
Back now in Cincinnati.
with the score.
It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Foles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Foles letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Foles. Wide open receiver complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 13, Bengals 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good shot. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now they run with Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
58, come on. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Another try for Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
5 yards.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Open man is lost, complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
45 to Matt, 45 to Matt. Okay, just like that, just like that.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
17. Bears 13.